Hey everyone, have I here bring a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be doing a full breakdown and a few team builds for the LR AGL Golden Frieza. So with that, let's go ahead and dive right in. And yes, finally, we get Golden Frieza on the global version of the game after like a 6-7 month wait. It was a delay. Generally, we were expecting this unit to come out when the Resurrection F campaign came out, but they ended up saying, okay, let's go ahead and push it further and further and further. And now it is the middle of January in 2023 that we're getting this unit. Still a great unit, but a luxury unit, being that it's a yellow coin banner. And let's go ahead and at least dive into the details, tell you guys a little bit more of what I think about this unit here. First and foremost, let's look at the card art. I do love both the SSR and the TUR. Generally speaking, I like the SSR more on LRs than the TUR, but I do like that rage look when it comes to that Golden Frieza and the TUR there. So it looks great. However, the LR is the best. Look at that. Glorious, glorious card art there. The animation's even cool as well. So the stats in of itself, let's go ahead and look at the HP and attack defense first, and then I'll make it bigger so you can see the rest of the print here. The HP is 21,075, really strong there. Attack is almost 21,000 at 20,955, and then a strong defense at 14,844. Anything close to 15,000 on defense is really, really powerful. And if you make this a little bit bigger here, now this continues a trend of dual category 150% yellow coin LRs. I don't know if they're going to continue to do a lot of these, being that there are a new type of LR with the Carnival LR, and that's seemingly a special unit. But are they going to now start to increase the yellow coin LRs to a 160, 170% category lead, because we're in the 200% meta? So we'll see what happens with the future of yellow coin LRs, especially during the 8-year anniversary, where you're probably going to get Carnival LRs and possibly another yellow coin LR somewhere. So anyway, you have Resurrected Warriors and Planetary Destruction, key plus 450% across the board. And then you have the SA12 key here. It raises attack for 1 turn, causes cost damage to enemy, and lowers attack and defense. And then the 18 key SA raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega cost damage to enemy. Nothing too special with the SAs. I really wish they would have added the additional defense, even though you don't need it, because we'll talk about the damage mitigation for this unit here. It's still for the longer, events that you're going to be running. It's going to be beneficial. Now you do have the lowers attack and defense at 12 key, which is nice. It's going to be nice for like Super Battle Road and those types of events that you can actually lower an enemy's attack and defense, or attack is most important. But the Ultra Super Attack, it's a pretty basic one with raises just attack and defense. Now the passive skill is where this unit shines, especially the entrance animation, and the entrance start to its ridiculous damage reduction at 90%. Now, of course, we're used to this with the EZA AGL Golden Frieza that we've had for such a long time. It's basically just a wall of a unit when your HP is 30% or more. But this one here, you're provided a 90% damage mitigation right off the bat. However, it does reduce as each turn passes. All right, so you're going to get a minus 10% damage reduction, but no more than 60%, meaning that the lowest damage reduction that you're going to get here is 30%, which is still relatively really strong, especially if you're able to get the rest of the buffs of this unit here. Now, on top of that amazing damage reduction, you're going to get key plus 5 and attack and defense 100%. That key plus 5 is very, very strong, given that you are going to be able to have that ultra super attack off most of the time. But you do get an additional attack and defense 100%, and then a launch additional super attack when HP is 50% or more. So that's important, having your HP 50% or more, because as your damage reduction reduces, you got to have that additional 100% defense on top of the other starting 100% defense. And then of course the ultra super attack is going to give you another 50% on top of that. Now, in order for you to be feeling really good about tanking hits, is that after your 5th super attack, you're able to get additional key plus 2 and then 50%. And that's starting from the turn after that's happened. So generally speaking, with your 50% or more HP, you're going to do 2 super attacks, right? So 2 attacks, and then that 3rd attack, you're going to then get the additional 50%. And you should be able to do that on a consistent basis. Again, if you fall below 50% HP, you want to heal as soon as possible. Luckily, you're going to be on teams that have some healing ability, and that should be fine there. Now, the 5th super attack, again, very important, usually after 3 turns, so your damage mitigation would have been reduced down to 60% at that point in time, and then it just gets, you know, tougher and tougher if you get hit harder and harder. So now you do also get an additional key +2 and 50% from the start of the turn in which the character receives 5 attacks as well, so that's an additional boost in damage. And this is the reason why this unit is very useful and overall a really good unit, because it's a mix between damage mitigation, defense, and attack as well. This unit can do damage, whereas a lot of, you know, top end, you know, tanks generally don't do as much damage, but this unit can hit, you know, relatively good and strong, especially on like a cooler team, which we'll talk about in just 1 second. So you do have an active skill here. The Earthbreaker here massively raises attack temporarily and causes mega colossal damage to all enemies. It's not ultimate damage, it's just mega colossal. And then you're able to activate this when HP is 50% or less, and starting from the 3rd turn start of battle. Now, I really wish they would have provided a healing mechanic here, because when you're below 50% or less, you don't get that additional attack and defense 100%. So you have to make sure that you're above that at generally most of the time or all time. And then if you're able to activate this, it would have been nice for you to get the additional HP right afterwards. So just a thought they could have made it a little bit better here, but unfortunately the damage to all enemies, not really a big deal, especially after the 3rd turn of the battle. So the Link skills: Prodigy, Strongest Clan in Space, Universe Most Malevolent, Super God Combat, Resurrection F, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Pretty decent Link set for Frieza type units, and then of course Wicked Bloodline type units there. Super God Combat, again, if you're using it with certain Golden Friezas, but you know, you're not going to link up with other Golden Friezas, so that Super God Combat isn't as good of a link. But the rest, like Prodigies and Universe Most Malevolent, Strong Clan Space, you're going to do fine with the coolers and the Wicked Bloodline units. Categories, very strong. Another strong benefit for this unit here is its categories. It's on quite a bit: Resurrected Warriors, Movie Bosses, Full Power, Transformation Boost, Wicked Bloodline, Terrifying Conquerors, Target Goku, Revenge, Inhuman Deeds, Gifted Warriors, Planetary Destruction, Mastered Evolution, Sworn Enemies, and Battle of Fate. So nice grouping. Anytime you're in trouble and you need a tank type of unit, just place it in any of these categories and you'll do just fine. Now let's talk about team builds. Now normally when I do these videos, and generally I don't do a lot of these videos on Yellow Coin LRs, but generally when I do these breakdowns and team builds, I'd focus on this unit being the leader. As I mentioned, this is 150% leader in a 200% meta, so I'm not going to really be focusing on this unit being on as a leader. Just on a couple teams that it really helps out and fits the slot on these 2 teams here, and that's going to be the cooler and the metal cooler team that you're relatively going to be running this on. So the cooler team in of itself, it's a super strong team already. And again, if you don't have this LR, it's fine. You can use the EZA Golden Frieza, and he's going to be having that damage first position as long as your HP is above 30%. So is it 30 or 40? I always kind of forget. Anyway, one of those two. And then the coolers is just going to do a lot of damage. The nice also thing about running on a cooler team, the cooler team does a lot of damage, and you're not going to really spend a lot of turns, right, beating the enemy. So the damage mitigation isn't going to reduce all that low, because hopefully you're done by like 6 turns, right? So I guess after 6 turns you're already reducing down from there. So maybe, but anyway, you are going to defeat your enemy pretty quickly. Now this is just a cooler team. If you run a full 200%, you can't run Turles. For some players in Turles, it's not a transformation boost unit, I don't know, and you're gonna run something similar to this here. So all in all, very fun, super strong team. And I love playing the cooler team here. Just wreck shops. You know, if you want to do like metal farming and stuff like that, this team just destroys it really quickly. Now, of course, the superhero team does a really good job as well. Now, if you want to do like a full Wicked Bloodline team, it's going to be something similar to this, and you do have a lot of options when it comes to Wicked Bloodline, Universe Most Malevolent. But of course, you can also run the Metal Cooler team. So the Metal Cooler team is straight up Wicked Bloodline at 200%. So you can't really run anything else. It's going to be very similar to this. However, the biggest difference, of course, you're running 2 Metal Coolers versus running 2 LR Final Form Coolers. And you absolutely want more Final Form Coolers than you want Metal Coolers. But really depends on, I guess, I don't know. This team and this unit in itself felt like it was a waste because you're going to be running mostly a Wicked Bloodline team here anyway, and you can run one, and this was kind of unnecessary to just have a 200% Wicked Bloodline. So yeah, I guess that is what they wanted to do, but a little bit of overkill. So anyway, I do love running this team, and I have a good time doing so, and then the LR Golden Frieza is just going to make it so much better. So overall, again, this is a luxury unit. You do not want to summon and try to get this unit if you are free to play. Good luck if you want to do some singles or maybe do the discounts, but luxury, and really only if you have like cooler as well. If you don't even have the cooler team, then skip it until you get the LR Final Form Cooler. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video here, and if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching, and keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.